Hey, good day everyone. My name is Dennis and I'm one of the founders of Euro.io. This is our payoff. It says get your best and most work done by taking all the friction out of the agency-client relationship. Our platform is to be used by agencies, freelancers and collectives to have better collaborations with their clients and making sure they're always getting paid. It started as scratching our own itch. I'm an agency owner as well, and today I'm going to show you a very rapid fire introduction into our platform. Let me show you what's going on. So I'm going to log in. And here we'll immediately land into the dashboard. The hierarchy is this: I can manage my clients, I can manage my clusters and projects. Clusters are basically clubbing together projects. As you can see in this example, it says rebranding 2021. If I would do this for a client, then I could have multiple projects sitting under that umbrella name. For now, we're going to focus on creating a new project. For example, under that rebranding project, we also need to make a website. And for each project, we can have multiple phases. For the sake of time, I'm going to create only one phase, and that phase is going to start tomorrow. It's going to last, let's just say, 2 weeks. And there it sits. I can create all the phases I want, but for now, it's an example, so I will just show you how it works. So here we are at the centerpiece of our software, C-Flow. It's basically a timeline or a workflow. C stands for collaboration, so that's why we like to call it a C-Flow. And here you can design your ideal project, how you would like to collaborate with the client in order to get the best result. So it takes two to tango. The client must do some of the heavy lifting as well, where us as an agency, we will do most of the legwork, but we cannot start without a payment, for example. So I'm creating payment one, a description of the payment, the purpose, etc. I need 5K in advance before we can work, but I also need some input from the client. So that could be access to the web server, that could be having access to the brand book, or access to whatever. The input needs to be provided by the client. Automatically, we as an agency will approve that building block at some point. So here you see that we're creating the timeline. I also need a meeting with stakeholders, A to Z, and that meeting will take place in one of these days. I'm going to create a proposal. That proposal consists of probably a wireframe or a design. By that time, it's time for the second payment. The second payment is a little less. And this is how you will see the project evolve. There's multiple payment blocks you could use. You have input, meeting, proposal, payment, feedback window. That's when a feedback window opens and closes for the client to give feedback. You won't have endless feedback. The feedback cycle is how you will respond to that feedback as a provider. There's an approval and milestone, and right now we're also setting up payments inside the milestone. So basically, that payment will only be released when the milestone is released. So you could consider this an escrow. What's very important about this is that once I'm finished, I can sign digitally. I can also ask the client to sign as well, so we have a legally binding contract. And once we change something on the C-Flow, that will all automatically be incorporated into the umbrella contract that we have both signed, simply by having one party propose the change and the other party check a box. So it will be exported to a PDF, like you'll see here, and over here you will also see a summary of the phases. You will see a summary of what's going on in the investment to payments. This is where the actual contract sits, and this is what people eventually will sign. So if I go back here, this is an important one. and the dashboard.